Hello, graceful fans. God bless you again today. Today, I want to be talking about the topic: will God judge me for using contraceptive? Is it a sin to use contraceptive of whatever sort? Now, let's take it from the beginning. In the book of Genesis, the Bible said that when God made man, Genesis 1, God blessed man, and He said, "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth." So the original intention of man, of God, when He created man, was for man to be fruitful, to multiply, and to fill the earth. And then today we'll say, or many will argue, that the earth is already filled up. If that was God's agenda for blessing man, it was already filled up. He's already filled up, Okay, if he's already filled up, so maybe we don't need to be fruitful anymore, we don't need to multiply anymore, we don't need to fill the earth. But this earth that God's created is such a big place. And even though we have overpopulation in some of our countries in the world, I don't correctly believe that the world is completely filled up yet. Okay, so but let's even say it's filled up. So it's filled up. What's the way forward? Would it not be a crime for me to prevent, use contraceptive to prevent having too much children, that we overpopulate the world again and all that? And then even considering what is even going on right now in the world, pandemic situation, and the news that has been flying around of the plan to depopulate the earth, because according to what they said, that Bill Gates thinks about 3 billion people needs to be removed from the earth, even if he's not the owner of the earth. God is the owner of the earth, so it's not in his place to decide who leaves the earth or who stays on the earth, because God is the owner of life. And if indeed the intention is to clear the black race off, God has a purpose. Let me just drop my opinion concerning that quickly, because it relates also to the use of contraceptives and all that to prevent childbirth and all that. If God indeed needs to depopulate the earth, it is not in one man's plan to do it, or to decide that it's a black race that needs to be removed. God Himself has a purpose for creating the black race, and without the black race, the earth will not be complete. Yes, we are divinely blessed and divinely chosen by God. It's not our fault that we have this color. It's just God's ordination, and therefore only the counsel of God will stand when it comes to that. So as the world comes to that point that we now need to depopulate ourselves, even here in Europe, you see many couples who just be together and they don't want to have children. Though they have their own reasons and so many other reasons. So when you think of that, you probably think that it's a sin. Some people also have the notion that it's a sin to prevent birth, to use contraceptive and all that. That is a natural process that God has given to us. We don't need to stop it. Well, after I had my first daughter, if you have watched my video on No Omugo in Europe, you probably understand what I'm talking about. Having considered how to cope with the child alone, without any grandpa or grandma around, or aunties and uncles, neighbors, families to help with the child. Definitely you want to space the child, or consider not rushing the birth, so that you won't have too much, your hand full already, because even a child alone here in Europe is a handful as it is. But thank God that they are not burdens, they are blessings to us. So I personally decide also to delay, to space my children in such a way that it won't be too much for me to handle. So and because of that, I decided to use contraceptive. And then when I was taking the 3 months injection on the pills, because the pills, could fail. And then when I finally decided to have a child, it was not forthcoming. So I was not like, is God punishing me for using contraceptives? Am I being punished for that? And since I stopped the natural process, maybe God decided to finally just, let me be, you understand? There's so many things run through your mind when you're going through some things. But I actually felt that way anyway. So in the end, I discovered that I didn't stop it on time. So there was a little bit delay, but at the end, everything came around and I was able to have my second child, my second baby. Okay. So you probably be in my show and you're probably wondering, is it a crime to use contraceptive? Let's allow the natural process to continue. where with the earth filled up with the overpopulation statement and everything in the world, I don't think it would be right for you to just have children without controlling it, you know. Just keep having children. The Lord will not be against you if you decide to space your children or have lesser children. You know, it pains me sometimes when I hear of couples who probably have one particular sex of children, and then they keep trying just because they want to have the second sex, maybe a male or a female, you know. Whoever gave you that notion that one sex is more important than the other, God did not make us that way. We are all important and we are all very useful in the plan of God. So not because of that start giving birth repeatedly, forgetting the risk and the pain and the stress you go through to even have those children, and then not even considering what it takes to bring up those children. You know, back home in Africa, you hear parents say, just give birth to them, it's God that takes care of children, it's God that takes care of children. No, it's your responsibility to take care of children. So you have to take care of your children. So irrespective of the sex that God gives to you, don't use that as an excuse to keep trying and having more than you can even take care of. That is pain. You are not God. If God decides to give himself female children, enjoy it. If God decides to give himself male children, enjoy it. You are just a caretaker. God is the one giving himself those children. You are taking care of them on behalf of God. And make sure that you are taking care of them very well in a way that God will be pleased with you. So give birth to the one you can take care of. Nobody will flog you for that. Stick to what you can take care of. So every time your mind or ever makes the mistake of considering trying to have a particular sex of a child, so you keep trying to get pregnant, you keep having children, so you have it in excess and you can take care of, you should consider those that doesn't even have at all. Just imagine it if you were to be in a room with somebody that does not have any child at all, and you are praying to God for, oh God, I need a male child. Or maybe you have so much male child, you want a female child for a child. Oh God, I need a female child. And then Lord, you're giving me too much male children, I need a female child now. Oh God, you're giving me too much female children, I need a male child now. You have given me too much male children, I need a female child now. And then that so-called barren woman or sterile man is in the same room with you praying to God and saying, God, if you can just give me one child, I'll be glad. You should consider yourself so selfish and ungrateful and quit that prayers quickly, so you can allow God the time to hear the other one who really needs God's attention more than you. God hears us all at the same time anyway. But then just imagine if you were in a situation like that. Think about it. I like the testimony of my father in the Lord, Pastor Samosaghae, who has 3 lovely daughters. You know, at the time when he had his second daughter, he said he was, you know, kind of sobbing, as in kind of sucking, you know, feeling like, oh, I need a male child and all that. And God asked him, are you to tell me what to give to myself? Because those children are not really yours, they are God's children. When you understand that, you will not start making faces over, let me try more, maybe I can have. It's an African mentality anyway. A white man can decide to have only one child and rest, no matter the sex. So why are they thinking of depopulating Africans, thinking that we are worthless? It may be because of this notion that we just think can bring in children without wondering about how we'll take care of them, without caring about their education. The duty of taking care of a child, you know, lies on you as the parents. Their basic needs, their roof over their head, food on their table, clothes on their back, very important. It lies on you. Food on their table, it lies on you. So whenever you are thinking of bringing in children to the world, you have to consider this responsibility. Yes, it's God that will take care of the children, but you have to be responsible to an extent. God told Adam, you have to be responsible. The desire of your wife will be unto you. The desire of the children that the wife will have for you will be unto you. So be responsible enough to play your part, and not to squander about thinking that you can just feed the earth with children. After all, God said we should multiply and feed the earth. So it's not a sin if you decide to go with contraceptive to control the birth rate or the spacing of your children or the number of children that you decide to have based on what you can handle and take care of. It's not a sin. And then I don't also support not having children at all. So I felt that way because of the little pause that I had, but thank God in no time it came around and we were able to give God praise. So God is faithful. That's my testimony for today, and I want you to know that God knows what He's doing, and we have to consider Him in all things. we have to also consider what He has put in our hands as a responsibility, to hold on to it and to do it properly. So I'll see you again in my next podcast. I hope this blesses you. And then till I see you again, keep walking with God and keep having awesome testimonies in your walk with God. Bye.